Age of Sigmar Warcry Matched Play Battle Report.
Maggotkin of Nurgle Daemons versus Kharadron Overlords. Sign up to become a member in the link in the description below to watch Maggotkin of Nurgle Daemons versus Bone Splitters.
Hey there, welcome back to Skirmish Miniature Gaming. It's Luke and Alan back for some Warcry. Tons of new content at the moment. It's hard to deal with, to be honest, but we're enjoying it, to be fair. Lots of new stuff. How can you complain about that, to be fair? Owls brought back the Kharadron this week for the second time on YouTube. So I'm sure you guys will love to see them again. And the Nurgle Daemons, one of the new card pack releases. Thanks, shout out to Tom. He's lent us the Nurgle models, the Nurgle Daemon models, and I've kind of painted them up for him as a bit of a trade and spruced them up to be able to use for this game. And we'll have a second game obviously up for members, which will be versus your Bone Splitters are.
I got 7 new boys for the crew.
Yeah, some Arab boys in there, so mix things up a bit. But yeah, Nurgle Daemons, I've got every option, so I'm going to be mixing up for the second game, and you'll see now what the lists are for the first one. But hope you enjoy this, guys, and we'll see you there. Alright then, so my list for the Demons of Nurgle today, going up against the Kharadron, it's going to be a Plague Drone leader. This is going to be my leader for the battle on the left hand side. And then in the middle here we've got 6 normal Poxwalkers. And then on the right hand side to them there is a Nurgle Beast of Nurgle. This is obviously the old model, but they're on the new bases, everything is, so everything should be as it's meant to be. And then I've got 2 loaded Nurglings. So I'm taking obviously just a really diverse warband for the first Nurgle, Demons of Nurgle game, so that I can show everything off to you guys, and then in the second game I'll probably just mix it up again and try a ton of different stuff once again, so should get a good variety of things happening in this game. And then battle groups, I've done Dagger, Shield, Hammer, so I've got less than half in the, but at least third in the shield there. And then the Kharadron list for L, do you want to take us through it, L? Or so if I start on the left here?
Yeah.
So that is the long pike?
Yeah, that's the leader.
Uh-huh.
With a pike and pistol. And in front of him is the Ethic Fumigator.
Nice.
Basically, it's like a gas weapon that can be used in close quarters as well.
It's almost like a flamer, almost, I suppose.
Almost, yeah. We're gonna fumigate these Nurgle. And then so that'll be the shield.
Shield there. Okay.
And then again, I'm proxying this guy to have the Skyhook. Last time I messed up a little and I got my icons mixed up, but this time I know what I'm doing. So
no worries.
His weapon is slightly different, but he's going to be the guy with the Skyhook and a deck sweeper in front of him, and I guess there'll be a hammer.
Yeah. Okay.
And then a dagger, one of the flyboys with a Gatling gun, and
in front of him's got a Gatling gun as well,
and he's just an Arcanhawk with a Gatling gun.
Okay, interesting.
He was the man of the match last time, so
and that's going to be the dagger. Yeah, he was pretty nuts, to be fair. I think those Gatling guns are going to be nice again this game. Right then, so a very, very Garden of Nurgle, Swamp Nurgle-esque terrain setup for today. This mat here I obtained off online. I will find out for you who actually did this mat. It's kind of a one-off that we were sent. I'll put it in the link in the description below if you want to know where it's come from. It's perfect for Nurgle. So I will put that in the description so you can go and check them out. Otherwise, pretty much UrbanMatz terrain for the rocks. They do the best rocks for Warcry. It's really good. They have nice ledges and things to them. These boardwalks are just extra ones that I bought for the channel that are... You can find them everywhere online. There are tons of different companies that do them, but they're like, these ones are quite nice resin printed ones.
It's quite long as well.
You can get the one I did find. If people do want them and you want me to give you a link to them, you can get different lengths. So I think you can get one up from that as well. So it's pretty mad. Wow. And they're very reasonable. And then this is the Deathworld Forest terrain from the I think it's the 40k Kill Team set that came out. Terrain set. But otherwise, that is the table setup. We will, I think, roll for a priority L, and then we'll see who then can roll. So Nurgle on a 1 and a 4 for the Kharadron. So do you want to roll me another dice, table A or a B, or L?
B.
B?
And number 2 on table B, so we'll see what that is. So Shock and Awe is the one we're playing today. The deployment setup is as follows. So as you can see, the 2 daggers start opposite each other, and the objective is to take out your opponent's dagger before the end of the 4th battle round. And as always with these missions, if after the 4th battle round, at the end of it, you have any fighters from that battle group within 4 of the edge, they will count as eliminated for the victory condition. So we'll flip back up to the table now. Elle chose to deploy as blue and me as red, so we'll sort out deployment and get back to with the table setup, guys. Right then, so deployment is complete. I apologise after actually setting up this map that the Nurgle are going to be camouflaged beyond belief. Hopefully it looks better on on the screen than it does through my camera here. But the only ones who have deployed from the start were the dagger for Elle here, the 2 minigunners, Gatling gunners, and for me I had 3 plague bearers in both my dagger and my hammer. So my dagger deployed here, so you can see 3 fires, 1, 2, 3 there. So go for the Kharadron, you might as well. See what we get. Oh, cocked. Ooh, so that is 4 singles and a double 3. But I suppose first battle round, not the worst thing, so I get the bad ones out the way now, if anything. Nurgle Daemons for me, let's have a little roll. Ooh, it's a double 3, double 4, and 2 singles, I believe. So there we go. Elle currently has initiative, and I won't be able to take that even with 1 wild dice. But Elle will have to choose first, followed by me. So wild dice. Elle, are you banking yours, or you're banking yours? I'm making a triple 4. So we'll see what goes on with that. Otherwise, it's going to be on to pretty much initiative here to the Kharadron. And also, guys, obviously battle round 2, everything else comes on. So I've got my shield here. Al's got his shield on the opposite side, and then we've got the hammers, I believe, coming in from the corners. So that'll be battle round 2 onwards. But Kharadron, round 1. Okay, so the one on foot here, the Archanaut with his Gatling gun, is in range of this Nurgling here, the Poxwalker. So he's going to get battered by the Gatling gun.
6 shots at strength 3, so 4s.
4s because I'm toughness 3, yeah. Oh, 2 hits, no crits though. So that's 2 damage. Anything else?
I'm gonna shoot again.
Yep. Ooh, that's better.
That's
3 hits and a crit. So 8 damage overall. That was 6 more there. He's on 2 health left, which means I can get a chance to heal here. So there we go. I'm down to 2 health remaining. And then I'm going to activate that Poxwalker, and he's going to walk himself under the bridge and then heal using triple 4 for respite. So he might as well do that now. I'll heal for a triple 4 with respite, so he's back up to that'll be
6 points.
6 points, yeah. And there we go. I've then double moved under the bridge with the Poxwalker, so that Al then has to make a move and then shoot me if he wants to. Making a move then with the Gatling gun. Getting down to there, getting yourself a straight line of sight for 6 shots, yeah, strength 3 on 4s. Ooh, 2 crits, not bad at all. Yeah, banged on enough. 6 points of damage with 2 crits. Well, that's all both of Al's fighters, so it's just my 2 left over here. They're both going to double move this way. I'll use Rush on the one that's further away to move into this corner so that he gets 4 movement for each. Okay, so moving back to there with the Poxwalkers, and they have activated. Other than that, I think it's just going to be here on to, I believe, roll off for battle round 2, and then we'll bring in those reserves. Okay, so then roll off for initiative then. We'll go with the Nurgle. Ooh, a quad 1. Not that that's useful except for Rampage, I suppose, maybe, but not when I'm slow. And then 2 singles for me. Al's got 2 wild dice this round. He also gets a double 3 and 4 singles again this round. But you do have 2 wild dice. I only have the 1 there, so... Alright then, so Al had to choose his first. He banked a wild dice and risked making one of the singles a double 6 with the other. And I've got a quad 1, and then I've made a single 3 to roll off for initiative here to try and seize it. So here we go, Nurgle on a 3. Kharadron, a 3 reroll. A 6 for me. Oh, and a 6 for a 5 for Kharadron. I love the roll-offs. That worked for the Nurgle, so they seize initiative. But that does mean that I have to deploy all my reserves first, but it will mean that I grab initiative here, so good use of the wild dice, I think. Alright then, so some exciting stuff dropping in this battle round. Started with me because I seized initiative. I've got the leader Plague Drone landing in here, the Beast of Nurgle in the middle, then I've got 2 Nurglings bases dropping in there, and then I've got 3 Poxwalkers on the far corner. L has his leader with the pike dropping in, and the Fumigator on that side. And then down here you've got a Skyhook, and that is the, I can't remember what it's called, the Deck Sweeper. Nice. Obviously I did steal initiative. It is going to be onto my activation first. It's going to be the leader, Plague Drone, since he's got faster movement. He has got 6 movement, so he is actually going to use 1 move for 6, then use my quad 1 for a rampage, and I'll get a normal attack action as well. So 12 is enough to jump me in. In fact, yeah, get just a bit around the side as well, which is handy. So I'll drop into there. And that will then mean a bonus attack action, so we'll see what he's got going on. So this is strength 3, 4 attacks from the leader, 2, 4 damage, so 4's needed. Oh, savage, 2 hits and a crit, that is 8 damage. 4 left for him, I need 2 hits from the normal attack action here. Crit I think will do it, that's 4 damage, so bang on. Oh man, perfect. Right then, so grapnel in Al, do you think?
Yeah.
Nice, I always love watching this.
So
off he goes.
He can get right up on top of that plinth.
Yep. Over he goes. Bataranged. Straight over onto the rock. Oh, nice for a double. You used your double 3 for that, yeah?
I did.
And then you've got 2 actions left here.
Strength 3.
2 attacks. Who are you going to go into here? So 2 shots on 5s because I'm toughness 4 here. Strength 3 for you, is that Al?
Yeah.
So you're going to need 5s here because I'm in cover. Oh,
no.
Wow, it did help as well. You're going to do the same again?
Yeah.
You get 1 hit.
Just 1 hit for 1 damage.
1 damage, okay. So the Nurglings will then double move for 10. I've already pre-measured that. Straight into the Fumigator, Deck Sweeper there, sorry. Fumigator's on the other side.
Gun. He's seen his buddy over there in trouble. He's like, oh man, there's a big pile of Nurglings on him, I gotta get him off.
Open up on all these little Nurglings swarming all over him, yeah. Nice.
So it's just within range.
Yeah, no cover.
Oh, not too good.
So you needed 4s, so you got 2 hits for 2 damage.
For 2 damage.
These guys have a lot of health though, so
yeah.
Go again, I guess.
Yeah. Come on, crits.
Oh,
I got 1.
So 3 plus
hits.
another 3 for the crit, I think, isn't it?
That's
so
correct.
6 overall.
6.
Okay, so it's down to 22 health remaining. The Nurglings, they just seem to keep popping up out the swamp, and you can't seem to get rid of them even when you blast them to bits. Yeah. So onto my activation. I think we'll just have to keep moving forward here, I would have thought. So the Beast of Nurgle has 4 move. I'll double move 8. Get right at the bottom of the rock there. You need a double?
I'll spend my double on rush.
Okay. So you're going to get +1 movement per move. So you're pushing forward there with the Thunderer. And then you're going to shoot?
It's a double move.
Double moving, okay. Oh, I forgot, so with the footmen are here. Another 2, get you down into some cover there because of rush. There we go, and then it's onto my activation again here. Right, this Plague Poxwalker here is going to go. He's going to double move 6. Yeah, it'll be enough to get him alongside his buddy. Just put him to there for now. So a double move then for the last of the Sky Dwarves. There we go.
Try and get behind.
Nice, getting into the back. Just onto me now. I want to see if these Nurglings can just about get into combat with you there. They'll be close. There we go, Nurglings moving from my shield deployment straight up to the Sky Warden. By the way, I keep calling him a Sky Warden and not all of them Sky Wardens, but I think there's 2 different names, but there we go. That's what I'm going to call them for now. Al, you've got the Deck Sweeper.
Yeah. Well,
come to Papa Nurgle. Just whack him in close combat, yeah?
With a punch, yeah.
Okay, he's taken 8 already, toughness 3, and your strength 3, I'm guessing, in combat, so 4s
2
on
attacks.
2 hits. Oh, nothing from there. Same again. Crits. 3 more damage, so you've taken me down to, 11 damage now. 19 left for the Nurglings. So it's just going to be now onto pretty much all of my other stuff that hasn't been, so I'll move it around. These guys in the far corner will move forward probably in this direction. There we go, double moved the one of my daggers there from around the corner for 6, just down under the rock so nobody can see him, not even the fumigator, although the fumigator can see this one. Then 2 of the poxwalkers from this corner moved down the flank, and one of them moved down behind the tree there. You can probably just about see him. And that's going to be it for the second battle round. That was a big battle round, that. That quad from the plague drone was nasty, actually. Worked really nicely. But Alan is starting to close down on my dagger as well here, so it's going to be an interesting third battle round. So Al's got 2 wild dice again here because he banked 1. Nurgle have 1 to use. That's a double 3 for me, so no quad for me this round. 4 singles. Ooh, initiative could be a big deal as well this round. We'll have to wait and see. Go for it, Al. Ooh. All the way this way, so you've got a quad 2 for the Kharadron, so they have their quad this round. That could be important, but 2 singles. Okay then, so I had to choose mine first. I turned one of my singles into a double 5, and I have a double 3. Al kept his quad 2, but then he's used both of his wild dice to make 2 singles to essentially take initiative from me, because he has 1 more than me now. Which also means battle round 3, no reserves dropping in. Okay then, so Kharadron activation. So you're going to disengage.
And then I'll use the quad.
Quad 2 to rampage. So you get another up to 3 movement, and then you can shoot, finally. And then you get another shot, because that's a free action for the quad. Go for it, into the Nurglings. Strength, what's the strength of the deck sweeper? Surely more than 3? Yeah. So 3 is now to wound. Oh, that's very good. 4 hits and a crit. So that's 7. And then you've got another attack action again if you want to do the same thing.
3 shot.
So
I've got
yeah,
1 more action.
1 more. Shooting again. 2 hits that time. 20 damage to the Nurglings.
Got their own little battle going on in this one.
Yeah, 10 left for the Nurglings. And then I believe it's onto my activation here. I'm going to activate the Plague Drone. He's going to use a double 3 here to rush, which gives me 7 movement, which after measuring earlier on gets me within an inch, I believe, to attack. Plague Drone, yeah, 7 will get me within an inch since the rush increased my movement. Gets me within an inch, and then I get 4 attacks. But this is going to be toughness 4 for you, I believe, Al, for the Skywardens. So this is actually going to be 5s then, even with the leader. 2 crits, that is 8 damage. So he took 8, he's down to 8 left, because he's got 16 health.
I'm going to disengage.
Run away, disengage, and then probably fly, I guess.
And then fly.
Fly, my pretties! So fly all the way over to the top of the bridge walk there.
But that's him done.
We just checked it to make sure the Beast of Nurgle can't quite get his base, middle of his base on there without to be able to climb, so luckily you can't get up there. But it's going to be on to Nurgle again here, we'll see what they want to do. Yeah, let's go with the Nurglings, we'll push them into here for a move and then attack. So the Nurglings have 6 attacks here, 1, 3 on the damage, so looking for crits really on 6 dice. And I get a crit, and strength 3, so that's going to be 1 hit as well for 4 damage. So the Fumigator has moved himself around the corner slightly there, around the rock, so that he can actually see here. We're both within range of the cover, so no cover for me there. So Fumigator, what are you looking at there, Al? No minimum range either.
At no minimum range, 3 attacks, strength 5.
Nice, so you're looking at 3s.
And it's 2-4.
Nice.
Come on, crits.
Oh,
no,
2 hits though.
2 hits.
So 4 damage.
4 damage.
And he's suffered 1 already, so he's on 5. He's down to half health. Okay, so for me, I'm going to activate the actual Poxwalker you just hurt a bit. He's going to use my double 5 to use the disgustingly resilient double. So I'll roll 5 dice, each 4 up, I heal a damage. So here we go, 5 dice, 4 ups, heal me. And, ooh,
2
yeah,
damage.
not far off. 2 damage healed though, that could end up helping, you never know. He'll move 3, and he might as well attack the Fumigator. So move 3 and get within an inch range. Might as well, because you've not got minimum range with them, have you? So, and then he's still out of line of sight of this guy up here, so that helps me a bit. 3 attacks, strength 3, toughness 4 for those guys, I believe, for the Thunderers. So 5s, a crit will give me 4 damage for these guys. Not bad. Wow, so 4 damage there to the Thunderer, not bad. That is him done. So you're going to disengage 3?
Disengage 3. Just
so
shoot.
Disengaging and shooting then. So there from the Nurglings, and then shooting into my Poxwalker here.
Yeah.
He won't have any cover either, so...
It's suboptimal, but I can't think what else to do. Shots.
So strength 3, toughness 3, so 4.
Interestingly, he doesn't have a minimum range.
Okay then, so it's going to be 2 shots then on 4s, because strength 3, toughness 3. Oh, only 1 hit. 1 damage then, which means that I take a damage for that Poxwalker. He's just going to make things even harder for you, and he's just going to move under that rock so that once again that guy up there has to move down to then shoot. There we go, he's double moved under the rock. Onto Al's go. I believe for you it is just the grapnel launcher up top.
Drop
so you're going to
down
drop with a move and then shoot him, I guess.
Yeah.
And then you're going to shoot at, I guess, this Poxwalker on 1 damage because he's in the open. Okay, so 2 shots.
Yeah, strength 3. Just 1.
So yeah, you needed 4s if it's strength 3.
So it's just 1 damage.
Okay. So up to 2 damage on the Poxwalker now, and then it is just, I think, all of my stuff left to go. The Beast of Nurgle here now has room to move up. There we go, Beast of Nurgle double moving for 8, getting up the side of the rock and across the boardwalk, trapping you in for the next round, hopefully. Everything else for me, it's just Nurglings here, move 5, and then get 6 attacks in, strength 3, toughness 3, Al. So it's going to be...
Toughness 4.
oh, sorry, it's a big dude, sorry, yeah. So it's going to be 5s.
Oh!
That's statistically average. So that is a hit and a crit for 4 damage. So there we go, 4 damage over that side, that's the Nurglings done, and then my Poxwalkers there will just start double moving in, and I'll show you where they've dropped into. Double moving in both Poxwalkers to trap in the Fumigator. Ooh, it's heating up now. I think that is everything been for me and you now, Al. So it's going to be a big battle round 4. Obviously in this battle round we can't have our daggers within 4 of the edge, so bear that in mind. Daggers that are left, just so that you guys are kept up to play with it. Alan's daggers here, taken 8 damage so far, so he's on half health, and I have my 2 daggers here, one's taken 3, one's taken 2. Right then, so just roll off for the 4th battle round. Initiative, it's going to be a double 4, double 5 for the Nurgle, not bad, although quads for this one would have been nice due to the healing. I would have liked to have tried that for the Nurgle. Quad 1 isn't really handy for it. So 2 singles, and then Al, what are you getting for the Kharadron? Ooh, double 1, double 2, and 2 singles. So we both have the same, more or less, just I've got better value on the doubles. So we've got a roll off here due to both having the same number of singles. 5 for the Nurgle. Oh, a draw. Nurgle 2, and a 5 for the Kharadron. So the Kharadron get initiative. Al will have to choose his wild dice first, and you haven't banked one this time, so only 1 for you and me this round. Alright then, so Al had to choose his first. He's made another single to make sure that I can't steal initiative from him by adding more than he has, which is a smart move. I've made another double because I have no use for my singles now for this last round. I've made a double 6, double 5 and a double 4. Al has a double 2 and a double 1. It's going to be an all-important Kharadron initiative though for battle round 4. Disengaging there, gives him the option to fly. Alright then, so for the Kharadron, disengaged here with the dagger. Flow down over here. Obviously you can't be within 4 of the edge after the end of this battle round with the dagger, so Al can't flee to the edges essentially, which is I suppose why they put it in there. So chosen to drop down there into my activation. So then yeah, Beast of Nurgle here has a movement of 4. You can get within an inch by dropping down. Obviously it's more than 3, so I'll have to roll to see if I suffer any falling damage. I suffer a damage. He kind of sludges down onto the ground, doesn't really care for taking the damage. Yeah, down into his swamp. He's quite happy probably, to be honest. And then he'll get his attack off into you, and then I've got a cool move up my sleeve. So the Beast of Nurgle's attacks, it's 4 attacks, strength 4, so 4s for him on 2/4 damage. And that's a hit and a crit for 6 damage. You're down to 2 health, I believe. And then I've got an awesome endgame ability to use for the Nurgle. Okay, and then to pretty much end the game here, the Beast of Nurgle will use his acidic slime trail for a double. I think it's pretty good for a double. Use the value of the dice to disengage, so we disengage 3. So So we'll disengage to there. He leaves a slime trail behind him. You tried to follow me, which, considering you're a fly, is weird. You get stuck in it and you burn into my swamp because I caused the value on the dice of damage, which is brutal. So we have to disengage and cause the damage. So 4, can use the 4, I guess. He's only on 2 left. It burns him. He straight through his armor, and he's yeah, that would be it. I completely forgot that the Beast of Nurgle can do that. That is really good, actually, for a double. But yeah, I mean, Al was saying to me before, obviously, he was trying to think of where to move away because I did manage to cover the board pretty well. I think the Beast of Nurgle there...
Considering they're supposed to be slow, they're not that slow.
No, yeah, they're not, yeah. Well, they're saying that they still are fairly slow compared to a lot of stuff. The drones, obviously, are really expensive. They have 6 movement, and the only reason he got over there to cause damage was Rampage.
The only thing I can take away is that this little dude survived.
the deck sweeper. Yeah. But Nurgle then, so Demons and Nurgle, first game with them. Obviously I used a lot of variety to test out the different models. I think for the most part I used most of the abilities / obviously you got to use most of the models to a certain degree in that battle, so that was really nice to see. I'm surprised that the Kharadron couldn't get away. Obviously I had the numbers to do it. Came on from different angles to be able to trap you in. Had Rampage in the first round with the drone to obviously jump in and trap in that, take out that Archanaut straight away. Yeah, other than that...
You were clever at hiding your guys away.
I know, yeah, tucking them away.
And positioned everybody else to make it hard for me to get at them.
Yeah.
So, well played, sir.
But no, the Kharadron, they're interesting. I think, obviously, that was more of a slightly elite list view, I suppose. But then at the same time, I had more numbers than you anyway, I guess. So that's always going to be an important factor in Warcry, probably. But yeah, I love the fact that they are so tough because that is what Nurgle should be. And you could say that this specific game type suits them down to the ground, this battle plan, because obviously you had to kill my dagger. Nurgle are designed to be hard to kill and can heal, which obviously I did and it worked well. So yeah, I enjoy playing them. They seem pretty cool. That double ability from the Beast, once he finally gets in, that for a double, as long as your value is fairly decent, it's not half the value, it's the value on the dice, and then you get a disengage. That's really nice, I think. As was shown there, because the dagger got taken down by it, but and then the Nurglings have a good little bit of movement for a ground critter. Everything has so much health. Like most people are saying online, why do they only have toughness 3? Now we know. Because they have so much health. I don't think people realise that when you've got 150 odd point model with 30 health, that's hard to grind through. I think Alan can fairly say that after playing through that, you know.
It just felt like
taking too long to get through everything.
Through treacle, you know,
and then
uphill.
Even though they are fairly slow, once I finally got across you and trapped you in, I knew that you couldn't use the range. So they did what they were meant to do, I suppose.
I took the first one out really easily, and I thought, oh, this is going to be a piece of cake.
Yeah.
And then it just got harder and harder every round.
The Poxwalkers are easy to take out, yeah, very good point. But obviously once I got into some cover and started to, like you said, play around with it a bit, they're definitely hard to take out. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Kharadron. Obviously, do you think trying other bits and bobs maybe next time, I guess? They're good with the flyers, aren't they?
Yeah, I think this was a tough matchup for them, to be honest. And my shield, my dagger that you had to hunt down actually included my weakest model, which didn't help me. And I only had 2 models in there. And I feel like I should have found a way of saving him, but everywhere I looked on the map, someone was in charging range.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't really
a lot I could do. I just had to surrender myself to the fact that I was going to lose.
The Nurgle had swarmed. The swamp had consumed
good
you.
Game, though.
Yeah. No, it was good fun, that one. Lasted to the 4th battle round, so that's when you know it's good. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the new Nurgle and Kharadron again. We had some new Kharadron on again this game, so 2 new factions. Great to see that. A really nice table setup. If you want to check out the second game me and Al are going to be doing, we're going to be staying in the Garden of Nurgle. And it's going to be this time
Bone Splitters.
Bone Splitters have fallen into the Garden of Nurgle through some sort of webway.
Some new orcs for the band.
Okay, so some different stuff for the Bone Splitters that Al's painted up for us, and they'll be taking on the Demons and Nurgle. So go and check that one out and sign up to become a member. Otherwise, we'll see you next time, folks, and happy skirmishing.